Hello students, I am Mohammad Sadikot and welcome to today's session regarding chapter number 2, fractions of standard 7th of mathematics subject. So today we'll be starting with understanding the word fractions, that is the title of the chapter. So fraction here means in simple terms parts of anything which is complete, that is whole. Okay, so it tries to establish a relationship between something which is full and related to its part. So let us try to understand with the help of an example. Suppose this is a rectangular box and I have shaded this part on the left hand side of the box. Okay, I divided it in two parts and I have shaded the part on the left hand side. So if I want to denote the same in a numerical value, I will write it down as there are total two parts, out of which first one is shaded. So I can write down as the shaded part in this picture is 1/2 of the complete part. Similarly, let us take another example. Suppose I have a circle and I divide it into 4 parts. Okay, now suppose I shade a particular part in this circle and I want to represent this situation numerically, then what will I do is I will write it down as there are total 4 parts, out of which one is shaded. Okay, so this is the numerical representation or fractional representation of the picture here. Similarly, this is the numerical or fractional representation of the picture here. Okay, so you guys are quite acquainted with the term fractions because it has also come in your previous standard. Now let us try to recapitulate certain terms or certain types of fractions. So mainly there are 3 types of fractions. The first one is proper fraction, the second one is improper fraction, and the last one is mixed fraction. Now let me help you with the example. Suppose this is an example of proper fraction. This is an example of improper fraction and this is an example of mixed fraction. Now let me help you recapitulating the terms which are associated with the fraction. The first term here is known as numerator and the lower part here is known as denominator. Hope you guys are clear with it. So in proper fractions, denominator is bigger than the numerator. Okay, so if your numerator is smaller than the denominator, it is considered to be a proper fraction. Okay, सब बढ़िया है यहाँ पे. Now if we look at improper fraction, you will notice that the numerator and the denominator, the condition between them is that the denominator is smaller than numerator. Here the denominator is bigger than numerator. Okay, and the condition here in mixed fraction is we don't need to see the numerator and denominator, but here we will see its form. Okay, its form. Now if you look at the form, there is a whole number here followed by a fraction or a part. So mixed number or a mixed fraction is a combination between a whole number plus a fraction. Okay, now if we want to convert the same into a fraction, you can do it by multiplying these two numbers, that is 5 4s are 20, and adding that particular product with number 1, that is numerator. So answer will be 20 plus 1 upon 5, that is 21 upon 5. Okay, so you can simply convert the mixed fraction into an improper upper proper fraction by multiplying the denominator with the whole number and adding the numerator to it. Okay, so these are three types of fractions which are very much important for you in 7th standard. So please take a note. Okay, so moving forward, we will start with exercise 2.1, which is on page number 31 of your NCERT textbook of 7th standard. So solving question number 1. Two minus 3 by 5. Okay, so we need to solve this sum. So how can we solve the same? So the first step which you need to understand is you can't solve a whole number and a fraction directly, okay, because in order to solve them we need to get the denominator on the same level or on the same base. Okay, so you can't compare any two things which are not on the same level or on the same base. Okay, if for a proper and a true comparison you need to bring those two things or any two numbers to a certain point in which they are equal. So in order to give them a proper view or a proper platform for the purpose of subtraction, we need to get this number, that is the whole number, in the form of fraction and also in which the denominator is same. So what we will do is we will write 1 below the number 2. Okay, if there is nothing, there is a whole number, it is always denoted by denominator 1. Now subtracting 3 by 5. Now if we need to make this and this same, okay, so we can do by multiplying the denominator by 5 here and 5 here. Okay, the number which you multiply in the denominator needs to be multiplied in the numerator also. It is the rule. Okay, do not forget it. If you multiply 5 here, you need to multiply the same number here in the numerator, otherwise you will not be able to get the correct answer. Subtracting 3 by 5 will not change here anything because we want this 5 here and the denominator of 2. So 5 2s are 10 minus 3 upon 5, because our denominators are now same. So 10 minus 3 is 7 upon 5. Okay, so this is your answer. Please make a note. Similarly, you can try others. We will try fourth one. 9 upon 11 minus 4 upon 15. So what we will do in this case is, in order to solve them, we need to, yes, bring those two numbers on the same level, that is by equaling or equalizing their denominators here. So what we'll do is, we'll try to take LCM of 11 and 15. So if we take the LCM of 11 and 15, 11 1s are 11, 15 3 5s are 5 1s are. So LCM will be 11 into 3 into 5, that is 33 into 5. So 33 into 5 will be 165. So LCM is 165. Okay. Now what we'll do is, we will multiply 11 with 15 here in order to get 165 in the denominator. Similarly, we will multiply 15 with 11 here in order to get 165 in the denominator. So 15 into 9, let us do the rough work. 9 5s are 45, 9 1s are 9 and plus 4, that is 135. So 135 upon 165 minus 44 upon 165, that is 135 minus 44 upon 165. So 135 minus 44 will be 1, 13 and 0, that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 91. So your answer will be 91 upon 165. Okay, so this way you can solve the fractions which are not having same denominators. Similarly, you can try 5th and 6th. Let us do the 7th one. Eight 1 by 2 minus 3 5 by 8. Okay, so first of all, the first step here in case of mixed fraction is to convert them into a fraction. It can either be a proper or improper one. So let us convert the same. 8 into 2 16, 16 plus 1 17 by 2 minus 8 2 16, 8 is at 24, 24 plus 5 that is 24 plus 5 that is 29 upon 8. Okay, now we need to take the LCM of 8 and 2. So let us take the LCM of 8 and 2 by prime factorization method. 8 and 2. So this is 2 4s are 8, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4 and 2 1s are 2. So LCM is 2 into 2 into 2, that is 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So LCM stands to 8. So here in case of 29 divided by 8, we already have a denominator as 8. We need to bring this 2 in power with 8. So what we will do is 17 by 2 multiply by 4 here and 4 minus 29 by 8. So 17 into 4s are, let us do it, 7 4s are 28, 4 1s are 4, 5 and 6, that is 68. So here we will put 68 minus 29 upon 8. So we will deduct 29 from 68, that stands to 9 and it is 3. So the answer is 39 divided by 8. Okay, similarly to do the other sums. So please make a note and try the same. Okay. Now let us begin with the second question, that is arrange the following in the descending order. Descending means from bigger to smaller number. Now always remember, in order to get the numbers in a descending form, we need to equalize the denominator first. Okay, so first of all we will bring each number to par, that is to equal value, where the denominators are same. Our focus of interest or our topic of interest here is bringing the denominator on the same level. So first of all, let us write the question. 2 by 9 comma 2 by 3 comma 8 by 21. Now we will try to get the LCM of these three numbers, that is 9, 3 and 21. So first of all, let us try to divide the same by 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3 and 3 7s are 21. This is 3 1s are 1s are 7 and 7 1s are 1s are and 1s are. So our LCM will be 3 into 3 into 7, that is 3 3s are 9 into 7, 9 7s are 63. Okay, so LCM tends to be 63. So first of all, let us bring 2 by 9 to 63. So we will multiply here with 7, here 7. Similarly, let us bring 2 by 3 to 63. So we will multiply here 21 upon 21. Okay. Similarly, 8 by 21. So 21 into 3 and 3. So this is 14 upon 63, this is 42 upon 63, and this is 24 upon 63. Now you need to look at the denominators here in order to make the comparison. So the first rank, that is, we have to start from the bigger number to the smaller number. So the first rank here will be this, the second rank will be this, and the third number here will be this. So we will write the same, that is 42. Okay, we will write directly the answer, that is 2 by 3 will be the first number, then the second will be 8 by 21, and the third one will be 2 by 9. Okay, so this is the answer. In this way you need to arrange the same in the descending order. Please do it. Okay, now moving forward to question number 4. A rectangular sheet of paper is 12 by 1 by 2 centimeter long and 10 is to 2 by 3 centimeter wide. Find its perimeter. Okay, so you need to find the perimeter of a rectangular sheet of paper. A perimeter here stands for the boundary. Okay, you need to find the boundary, and we are given that a length is equal to 12 1 by 2 centimeter and breadth is equal to 10 2 by 3 centimeter. Now those who don't know, the formula for perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2 into L plus B. Okay, perimeter of rectangle tends to be 2 into L plus B. So before solving the same, we need to convert this mixed fraction into simpler fractions. So this can be written as 12 into 2 24 plus 1 25 by 2 centimeter, and this can be written as 32 by 3 centimeter. So we will just put the numbers here, that is 25 by 2 plus 32 by 3. Now you know that we can't solve the fraction which are unlike. Okay, so we need to get these two denominators on the same base. So taking the LCM of 3 and 2, 2 1s are 3s are 3 1s are 1s are. So LCM will be 2 into 3, that is 6. So 25 by 2 multiplying 3 here plus 32 by 3 multiplying 2 here. So 25 into 3 will be 75 upon 6 plus 32 into 2 will be 64 upon 6. So 75 plus 64 will be 5 plus 4 9 and 7 plus 6 will be 13. 139 upon 6. Now these two are in multiplication, so you can cut out the common terms. Sorry. So here 2 will be deducted. So your answer will be 139 upon 3 centimeter square. Okay. So this is the perimeter of the rectangular sheet of paper. Okay. Okay, now let us begin with question number 5. Find the perimeter of triangle AB in the rectangle BCD in this figure and whose perimeter is greater. Okay, so you are given a figure of house in which there is a triangle in the upper side and the rectangle in the lower side, that is on its base. So we need to find the perimeter of both those shapes, and then we need to tell that whose perimeter is greater. So first of all, let us find the perimeter of triangle ABE. So perimeter of triangle ABE. So the sides here given are AB plus BE plus AE. So perimeter of triangle ABE is equal to sum of all sides. Perimeter of triangles tends to be sum of all sides, that is AB plus BE plus A. Okay, so AB here is 5 by 2, BE here is 2 3 by 4, and A here is 3 3 by 5. So first of all, let us convert the mixed fraction into simpler fractions, that is 4 2 is 8, 8 plus 3 will be 11. So 11 by 4 plus 5 3 15 plus 3, that will be 18 by 5. Now we'll try to take the LCM of these three numbers, that is 2 4 and 5. So 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4 and 5, 2 1s are 1s are and 5, 5 1s are 1s are and 1s are. Okay, so LCM will be 2 into 2 into 5, that is 2 into 10, answer will be 20. So we'll take the LCM to be 20. So 5 by 2 multiply by 10 here, 11 by 4 multiply by 5 here, and 18 by 5 multiply by 4 here. So 50 plus 55 plus 18 into 4 will be 8 4s are 32, 4 1s are 4 plus 3, that will be 72. We will divide it by 20. So 50 plus 55 will be 105, 105 plus 72 will be 100 and I think so 177. Okay, divide by 20. So this is our perimeter for triangle. Okay, similarly we need to find the perimeter of rectangle. So perimeter of rectangle can be found by here length is BE and your breadth is BE and your length is ED. So let us indicate the same. Hope you have done this. So let us indicate this number for the purpose of our future reference, that is perimeter of triangle is 177 upon 20. Now let us calculate perimeter of rectangle. So perimeter of rectangle is BCDE is 2 into L plus B. Okay, so here our length is 7 by 6 and our breadth is 2 3 by 4. So let us convert the mixed fraction into simpler terms first. So 2 7 by 6 plus 4 2 is 8, 8 plus 3 11 by 4. Okay, so this is our answer. Now what we will do is we will try to now solving the same. We will first of all take the LCM of 6 and 4. So 2 3 6, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2 and 3, 3 1s are and 1s are. So LCM will be 2 into 2 into 3, that is 4 into 3. Answer is 12. So 2 7 by 6 multiply by 2 here, and 11 by 4 multiply by 3 here. 2 7 2s are 14 plus 33 upon 12. So your answer will be 14 plus 33, that is I think 47 by 12, and this needs to be cut out. So answer will be 47 by 6 centimeter square. Okay, now I will leave it up to you. In order, you have to decide that what will be the bigger perimeter here, that is of the rectangle, that is this, or of the triangle. Okay, so you need to give me the answer in the comment section. Please make a note. Okay, so moving towards to question number 7. First of all, let us understand the question, that is Ritu ate an 3/5 part of an apple and the remaining apple was eaten by your brother Somu. How much part of the apple did Somu eat, and who had the larger share and by how much? Okay, so here the question is pretty simple. First of all, let us try to understand the given data here. Ritu ate 3/5 part of an apple. Okay, now if you look at the fraction here, this indicates total and this indicates the part. So in the question it is given that Ritu ate 3/5 part of an apple. Okay, so here our total stands to be, the total of apple is 5, out of which Ritu ate 3 parts. Okay, so I will ask you a question, how much part did Somu eat? So if you think logically, Somu ate 1 minus 3/5 part. Okay, so if you do the calculations, you will get the answer as 2/5. You can directly also calculate that out of 5, Ritu ate 3 apples, or the third part. Okay, you can consider it like that. Out of 5th part, she ate 3 apples, or the third part. So what must be the remaining part? That is 5 minus 3, 2. So Somu must have eaten 2/5 part. Okay, this is your answer to the second question. Now they are also asking you, who had the larger share and by how much? So the larger share was with Ritu. Larger share was with Ritu. Okay, if you make a comparison, the denominator of the both the number is same. So the numerator we need to compare, and the 3 is greater than 2. Therefore, Ritu ate 3 more than Somu. Okay, now they have also asked you the difference, that is how much more Ritu ate than Somu. So let us find out difference of share between Ritu and his brother Somu. So 3 minus 2 will give you 1/5. Okay, so Ritu ate 1/5 part of that apple more than Somu. So please make a note. Okay, moving towards the next part, that is question number 8. Manoj finished coloring a picture in 7/12 hour and Vaibhav finished coloring the same picture in 3/4 hour. who worked longer, so we need to calculate and denote the bigger number here, and by what fraction, that is we need to calculate the difference. So first of all, let us write down the facts. Manoj took 7/12 hour for completing a coloring work, and Vaibhav took 3/4 hour for coloring a painting or something which is given in the question. Okay, so in order to make a proper comparison, what we need to do is, yes, we need to make the denominator same. So taking out the LCM of 12 and 4, 2 6 and 2 4 2 3 2 1 3 1 so LCM will be 2 into 2 into 3, that is 12. So here in Manoj we have 12 as denominator, but in case of Vaibhav we need to convert. So converting Vaibhav to 12, 3/4 into 3 and 3, that is 9/12. Okay, now we'll make a comparison. That is, if you look at Manoj's work and Vaibhav's work, if you compare, Vaibhav took more hours or more time for completing the work than Manoj. So answer to the first question will be Vaibhav took more hours to complete the work. Now talking about the second question, that is the difference. So difference will be 9/12 minus 7/12, that will be 2/12. And if you want to cut out or remove the common factors, this will be 1/6 r. So you can say that Vaibhav took 1/6 r more than Manoj. Okay, please make a note.